if I'm wrong. You guys had just gotten done doing a lot of the... Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but you guys got a lot of prep work done, so let me see.
We're currently in the middle of the day before the Grand Prix. Shut up, air conditioner. I'm busy role-playing right now.
Air conditioner.
We'll talk later. Yeah. I don't remember exactly how many hours we got into the second day, whether it was like, I know it's like somewhere around mid-morning, early afternoon.
That's fine.
I don't think any of the other characters did anything. I was the only person who did something on this particular day, and that was go out and sell exclusive rides when they weren't exclusive and then get accosted by a Rodian. I still have the stench of it surrounding me.
I believe your guys' plan was to spend today, or the night, sabotaging the enemy, improving your racer, and C, miscellaneous crap that comes up.
And then actually racing, yeah.
Races tomorrow, Aaron.
Yeah. I know that Laana wanted to pick up the dummy account information that we paid so many credits for, since that was noted to be prepared today.
Totally handled that.
That and, yeah, other miscellaneous things that come up, like trying to research other vessels, or in my character's case, going to sulk.
Alright.
Does that require a roll?
I'm gonna say Rakcharr's good enough at sulking that he doesn't require a roll.
Alright, after...
Wow.
Sweet.
Sulk skill.
I knew all of those dice put into this sulk
Yeah,
would
man,
pay off.
Threepio wasn't even that good at shooting.
Bam!
How many points do I have to invest in that?
You don't want to know.
Sulk canceling.
Let me just put it to you this way. He has spent a lot of points on sulking.
Yes, a lot. My experience points, you know, Ryan's got like this grand, like all these ideas planned out for what he'd put mine in. His in, mine, straight into sulk.
Well, I have some news.
Every last point of it.
What's the news?
Bye, Ryan. Ryan Crash.
Oh.
Ryan's dead.
We have some news for those of you who are flying in the Grand Prix.
Okay.
They have released a map of the actual track.
You did it.
There we go. It's down here. This is an artist recreation of the map, but that's roughly what it's going to be.
Holy shit, that's intimidating. Oh, glad I'm not flying in that.
It's only one lap, so you guys won't worry about it.
I'm acrophobic anyway, so I'm totally glad I don't even have to imagine myself being in that situation.
See, looking at those flying beasties, I'm thinking that's all the more reason to try and do the, breadcrumb-based oil slick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the beasties eat?
No.
Alright. Alright.
I don't know, some type of aerial plankton?
Maybe. Maybe.
Always ask what the fuck's up with this artist rendition. What are those things? And it might be artistic license. You might not have to worry about it.
Okay. I accidentally opened up the package.
They may just be there.
Sorry, I missed something. My roommate had something for me.
Oh no, I wasn't talking to you, God. I was talking to the racers.
Okay, good.
Artist rendition of terror.
Anyways, I don't know where Ryan is right now, but we don't need him.
Maybe some type of ultrasonic
there he is. He's
beacon
back.
that'll attract them? Stick it to one of the other racers?
Well, you would first have to figure out whether those are actually real, and if so, what are they? So, either like a xenology, or like zoology, or whatever the fuck it's called in this game, or, fuck around on the computer a bit. Computer! What the hell is this? Like, scan a picture of your map. Scanning.
Computer enhance.
It's like an Esper from Blade Runner. It just, like, rotates around the map so you can get, like, a frontal view of the creatures.
Just keep zooming and enhancing.
Zoom enhance, man.
Welcome back, Ryan.
Welcome back. What happened? Internet go boom?
You did it.
Sure, I guess.
Okay, cool.
we have received an artistic rendition of the track that the racers will be racing in tomorrow.
I see that.
Grimith was commenting on how
Are those dragon static decorations in the track, or
would you like to know? Yeah,
I'm not racing, so I don't want to know. It's not my problem.
neither is Laana.
they look really far from the station, so I'm never going to be close to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not my concern.
No. Not my chin, not my problem. Anyways, that's basically something that's been released out to all the racers, and since you guys are technically entered in it, it was released to you guys.
What do you mean technically? We are entered in it.
Technically.
Yeah, no, that's valid.
Still that stank in the bottom left.
We're principally invested in cheating in this race. Technically is a good word for how entered we are.
So we're a normal racer.
Exactly. Technically.
I don't know, does the hometown hero cheat? Maybe that's why he never wins.
Isn't he Corellian? Doesn't that require him to cheat?
Yes?
People can break the mold of their species all the time.
Yes.
I mean, look-
Corellians.
I mean, look at Lando Calrissian. He became a general and married a princess.
Well,
Didn't Han do the exact same thing?
Wait, no, Lando Calrissian's not Corellian. I don't even know what planet he's from.
It's Lando.
Lando did marry a princess though, and she was Corellian.
so
So he
like
married
species
into
by
species.
association,
Hmm.
like some Corellian rubbed off on him. Is that how that works?
We'll go with it, yeah.
That's not the only thing that rubbed off on him.
Gross.
Yes, thank you.
Gross. Anyways, where did you guys want to be? And I believe Rakcharr's already done a lot of stuff for today.
I'm
Hey.
the only person who acted. I think everyone else is still on the ship. I'm done.
Alright.
I'm done.
They woke up. You guys wake up, and the first thing you guys get is a thing to your holo terminal or whatever. Something, a data pad. It's basically this is the course as it's laid out, roughly. Although you don't have to take those winding paths. It's just you go to buoy 1, you go to buoy 2, you go to buoy 3, you go to buoy 4. You know, it's just how you get there. You know.
Okay,
Fair
that's
enough.
just confusing then, but I'll just say okay.
How's it confusing?
Why would they bother making a track if you don't follow it?
It is technically a track, but the idea is that it's you can't really lay it out because things aren't static, and you know.
Cloud!
So my guess is that you'd just have to stay a certain distance, like within a close proximity to it. I guess.
Mhm.
But, you're-
F-Zero, if you try to go off the side, your ship explodes.
maybe not explodes, but disqualified. Especially with all of the cameras that I hear. It's
Yeah, I mean,
like-
there's
watch
so
this
many
shit.
good places to just skip over to the next part.
You can't. Well, yeah, you can, but
Like that loop-de-loop right between 1 and 2.
I know, right? Yeah, fuck it,
We're
I'm
going
going
straight from 3 to 4.
Ever takes the loop to loop.
that's whatever. And you guys can do what you want. You guys can interpret the race however you want to, as long as you win or lose. I am not emotionally invested in you guys winning.
As long as you win or lose. Alright, guys, it's time to choose the third option. Do not participate.
No, but then we might lose, by a technicality. Falling into his trap.
I guess Aaron already did enter us in it, son of a bitch.
We have to
Forfeit.
tie.
As for things to do aside from waiting for the ID to be done to go do the bank stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I figure I will start looking into what kind of trade deals I can find here for cargo.
Well, the big exports of Bespin happen to be Tabana.
Yeah, but that's not the only thing they would trade here.
Well, it depends. Are you trying to export stuff? I'm assuming that's what you're trying to do here. That would be the easiest thing to do, but it's also highly illegal unless you're, one of those people who has one of those lucky licenses. I guess you could do finished. I guess you guys could do finished goods.
Listen, the plan is obviously to steal the cloud car that we got loaned and sell that off-world.
How?
By just taking it?
How?
We're going to put a hyperdrive on the back of it.
I like this idea. Go on.
We're going to clear out enough space on our ship in order for us to comfortably fit the cloud car inside. After the race.
Never mind that we'll all be wearing spacesuits for the next flight.
Look, the reason why we'll have an excuse to be with the cloud car after the race is that we obviously have to restore it to its original condition, in order to, appease the individual who loaned us the car, and then in the process of that, we'll just cart it off to our vessel, and put it in the bag.
And profit.
Instant profit. I like it.
I mean, presumably Aaron's going to be so focused on, the gala and us succeeding. The cloud car in the grand scheme of things, he won't think about it until tomorrow.
You can afford to get a new cloud car. Come on.
Man.
What's one cloud car? What's one cloud car between,
Enemies?
friends?
Oh.
Well,
We're not frenemies yet. We haven't just stolen everything from them.
At any rate, to swerve this back on to what Ryan actually wanted to do.
finished goods would probably be the best thing because, as you may know, that there is actually quite a decent manufacturing sector on Bespin to, build stuff. A lot of them are more luxury, mostly like luxury finished goods, stuff like that. Things that aren't really technically illegal, and I really can't describe them because where one factory can make one thing one day, the next day it's making some other type of thing. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Knickknacks, paddywhacks, they make cell phones and iPhones.
No, not the iPhone.
They make space iPhones.
So we just want, fucking crates of falling off the back of a truck data pads.
Why would you do that? Why couldn't you just do legal ones?
Because cheaper?
Okay.
Fell right off of that truck into my entirely licensed cargo cabin.
If it's all the same to you, I don't think data pads that have fallen off the backs of trucks are the best investment.
Hey man, if they fall off of the sky trucks and we're just there to catch
For example, they would probably be inside the glass giant right about now. The glass giant? We're gonna go with that. I remain convicted of that answer.
He lives down on the
big-ass
floor of the
crystal
gas
ball.
giant.
Mm-hmm.
And he eats fallen data pads.
They say you can see the future if you stare in the Bespin.
Yes. So yeah, finished goods. You could probably if you're talking around some like the merchant places, you could probably someone looking for a tramp freighter like your guys' stuff to any place really. Just depends on where you want to go and how quickly you want to deliver them.
No and neither. Just looking for goods we can carry with us anywhere to try to sell.
Well, that's not exactly how this works.
That I'm not going to bother.
I mean, I don't know exactly what
It's
you're
been
asking.
overcomplicated. Never mind.
You're just looking to buy goods and then sell them wherever you go.
Just never mind.
Okay, I'm trying to understand here, so I can. All right.
He just wants to buy anything that can be used to generate profit at our destination, to pay off gas and stuff.
I don't think the game rule system was designed in mind for us just like trying to find like merchants within a day to try to buy something we think could generate a profit. That would take time and context, I would think, to find a wholesaler or something of the nature.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe do like HoloNet research to find where something might be, deficient on one of the galactic core worlds.
But if he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't want to do it. Okay. Moving on.
Right, so ship mods and sabotage.
Yes.
I would vote for the sabotage because I've modded the ship as much as I'm willing to for the price. Unless you have something in mind in particular, like I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Did we stick in a crazy souped-up engine?
No.
Mm.
We'd probably have to acquire that less than legally.
How much a legal one might cost.
Most of the upgrades that you can probably find on such short notice aren't that expensive. I'm saying in like terms of ship stuff.
Well, if
Where
we
some
get
of them-
some,
Go for it.
if we get some masks, we could totally pull a speed robbery on the Stormhawks.
Yeah.
Speed robbery?
Yeah, just bust in there, guns less blazing and more brandished. Hope that they
You gotta make them
have
eat that
more
dirt.
have more will to live than bravery.
Alright.
Jack up their ship, steal as many parts as we can carry, and leave. After all, they're already well known for having like ridiculous levels of expensive investment in their ship. It should come as no
Literally,
surprise if someone decides to rob them.
Just take their engine out and just walk away with their engine.
Where was this idea in the week leading up to the day, Aaron?
Well, the idea has always been to sabotage their ship.
Right, but the speed robbery thing.
Oh, it seems like an obvious way to sabotage it.
Well, they might have a quick. We don't know exactly how many guards they might have in there.
No, they could have They could have a small army of battle droids for all we know.
They could. They could have a connection to the wing guard or whatever the fuck the Cloud City guard's called, and then we would have to somehow make our escape.
Well, I believe the rumor is that they have Mandalorian funding, so they could have Mandalorians in there.
Well, not directly against
Not making a very good case for your plan.
No, die.
I'm not necessarily trying to make the case. I'm just saying that this is a thing we could do.
Alright, so what's the most likely sabotage option you would like to pursue, Aaron?
Well, let's see. I'm no longer necessarily inclined to poison the Hutt team on account of the whole, they're aware of what we're doing. I want to fuck up the Stormhawks gear
Okay.
and ideally try and slice the Hometown Heroes droid.
Okay, so out of those two, which would you like to prioritize first?
Well, if we raid the Stormhawks, that can double as us getting parts for our cloud car.
Okay. Would you like to do that during the day, or do you want to wait until Cloud City's night cycle?
It's a good question. What do you guys think? On the
I don't
one
know.
hand,
Slicing
brazen
the droid.
midday robbery.
What time does the actual race take place tomorrow?
I think it's like sunrise.
Galactic Standard 10 a.m.
So how long would it take if we stole an engine tonight to install it?
Probably all night.
So depending on what we're looking to steal, doing it at night might not be an option if that's what we're doing.
I would be willing to attempt that, raiding the Stormhawks during the day cycle.
Okie dokie.
I would be willing to attempt that, and we could save the your hometown hero sabotage idea for the possibility of night instead, while Lissa's already got the engine. Assuming the first plan goes well.
Yeah, the Hometown Hero is much less likely to succeed just because I have no idea where the droid is kept.
That, and he has a track record, apparently, of not succeeding up to this point.
Well,
He's done
the
okay.
reason I want to sabotage the droid isn't to screw him over, it's to screw everyone else over.
Right.
Have the droid aggressively target every racer except us.
Well, would you like to take the time to do any, looking or, observation of the Stormhawks building, or do you just, want to roll in, do we, take a fucking cloud car? Do we just, approach it on foot?
Well, I know where the place is,
Okay.
and I think that Jay has gotten enough information about its security system that he or Lissa could easily crack into it now that they've had time to prep and think about it. because he got tons of advantages and no successes last time he was there.
Alright. Now, are we working on a kill people basis, or are we going to try to just stun them and knock them unconscious?
I think try to stun, but if we're forced to kill, then, don't get yourself killed.
Okay. I only ask that because I figure the Wing Guard and Cloud City Security is going to care a lot more if there are murders.
Exactly. It's less for the, oh no, don't kill people factor, and more for the, this will attract serious heat factor.
Mm-hmm.
If we just roll up in there with stunners and stuff, it'll look like, just a standard robbery.
Stunners?
Stunners.
Stunners?
And you want to wear balaclavas for this, or
Space balaclavas.
Space balaclavas.
It's gonna be hard to put a space balaclava on a droid.
You'll get a custom fit.
No, I think I would actually have the harder time with a space balaclava.
She had hordes.
It'll be like in one of those MMOs when you put on any headgear and it automatically customizes itself to fit your race's head.
Holes automatically pop
Better
into it.
Yes.
It actually moves your horn. Oh god, what happened?
I don't want to know.
Then you take it back off and your horns just pop into existence again.
Sure.
All right.
Maybe there's some kind of headgear she could wear that would make her look like Twi'lek instead of a Togruta.
Well, there's like a disguise kit thing or something, I think, in the core rulebook. God help me, I can't remember any of the details about it. Control
Larceny?
F. Disguise kit.
Skullduggery?
Maybe not. Yeah, here you go. Here's a disguise kit, and I imagine that would perhaps tie into, or maybe give boost dice to a skullduggery attempt to camouflage yourself.
It's skullduggery.
Yeah, disguise kits contain the means to make this happen with makeup, false hair pieces, iris chromatics, and even false print skins and DNA cloaks.
Wow.
Oh shit.
How much does a disguise
Kind
kit
of
cost?
important.
I'll have to fucking take a look. Disguise kit costs 100 credits with a rarity of 4, which would be bumped up to a rarity of 5.
So we need to track down disguise kits if we want boost dice from it.
Yes.
Okay.
I also don't know, the book doesn't have, an idea, how many uses the things have. He doesn't keep track of that. It's a narrative game.
Probably enough for one heist. Or one robbery, in this case.
Alright. If you're gonna go looking for it, someone's gotta
So,
make that negotiation roll.
Is Laana willing to go look for that? Or is she going to strongly object to this entire idea?
We're already doing a lot of illegal stuff.
Bye, Ryan.
She would.
And he's gone.
And it's gone.
Yes. Ryan's internet objects. On principle. Okay, so there's that idea, and that is a lot of illegal things, and the consequences for this, if we fail this, could just end up derailing us completely so that we can't attempt to race, or go to the gala, or try to steal the money.
Yes.
I like
So the
it.
trick is really figuring out our getaway.
We can't very well use the damn cloud car that we're going to be using in the race in order to get away.
Oh goodness, no.
That's what you think.
That looks awfully familiar. I've seen that cloud car before somewhere.
It's got our engine in it too.
Are we going to be using an escape vehicle or escaping on foot or...
This would seem almost like an escape on foot situation. I don't think we have enough time in order to acquire a vehicle with our 2,825 ship credits.
Alright, can Rakcharr carry an engine?
I could probably use a repulsor lift to carry the engine. I don't know how heavy the engine would be.
You guys could probably acquire a repulsor lift pretty cheaply because those are things that every
Well,
dog
this
will
is
have
something
one.
that would probably be in the garage that we're raiding.
How big is a repulsor lift? Like how, like, not like in terms of weight, but just like actual size?
Depends on what they're used for, because they're pretty much replace sleds,
Trolleys.
wheelbarrows, trolleys. They're basically ubiquitous floating things.
Okay.
So if you need one for a certain size, it probably exists.
So I think the trick would be finding somewhere to duck into, ditching our disguises, and then nonchalantly leaving the area.
Maybe we can bring our own repulsor lift and have it, like, draped with some sort of space cloth. You know, make it look, like, all bulky. So it makes it look like, so that we can actually approach the structure and be like a, you know, delivery. Candygram.
Candygram.
Okay, so what we really need to do is we need to scope out nearby areas to see where we can duck in to ditch our disguises.
Let's
Right?
see here. As far as I'm aware, the Stormhawk's garage is highly trafficked and well secure, like its location, like similar to our garage.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Jordan told us last session.
Yeah, the area was empty at night, but
There's going to be a lot of potential witnesses around during the day.
Like, unless you want to flat out sabotage it and not, like, actually steal anything, we might be kind of screwed trying to go at it.
Like, we would then have to haul, like, this engine out over the course of the day after there was probably some shooting, cries for alarm. There would be a lot of eyeballs to track us all throughout Cloud City. The more I think about it, the more I realize we're probably not going to get a damn engine out of there. Maybe we can just check the price.
well, let me see. Vehicle mods.
Well, Aaron, those are vehicle mods designed for starships.
Okay.
You want
Are you going to give me alternate stats to know the availability or what?
You don't really need to know the availability. These are things that racers can just acquire.
Oh, okay. So what's the price of a souped-up engine?
A souped-up engine
Yeah,
is
to give like +1 speed or whatever.
2,500 credits.
You'll look at that coincidence.
It's 2,500 credits, and this is a species improvement to the engine. For, let me see here. Yes, this is exactly what it says here.
The Adventure Path already thought about this.
Yes, it doesn't really improve your speeder, but hey, it gives you the ability to go faster. It's like a nitrous booster.
So in
Okay.
that moment that I gotta go fast,
It
So-
can go fast.
Does it have like an explanation of like the mechanical effects? Like I don't really understand how.
As a maneuver, suffer 1 system strain to add +1 maximum speed for 1 round.
Okay.
That's nice.
And you already took down the armor of your ship, so your thing's already going about as fast as the normal engine can go.
Yep. Adding a nitrous booster.
I like that as a legal method, and I like that with the hopes and dreams of us taking the fucking cloud car with us anyways. Investing in what will become our cloud car sounds like a great idea.
What could become our cloud car?
Would yonder like possible mechanic who would like list this price to us have any other like things that, you know, possibilities that he could put on a cloud car in such a short time that would improve it for the race?
Mm-hmm. Well, the repulsor lift enhancement, which is the one I just talked about, would probably take most of the day, but you could probably get maybe 1 or 2 other ones going on there. He has something called an augmented buffer, which will increase the system strain of the vehicle by 1. You can also has additional modifications, so you know that spend 250 more, get more mods. Basically, it has 2 more additional. He can improve it by up to 3 strain, or he has one that can give you maneuvering thrusters that can increase your handling by 1. Remember, your cloud car only has a certain number of hard points, by the way.
Right. I know.
How many hard points does it have free right now, and how much does the nitrous booster cost?
The nitrous booster was 2,500 credits.
Yes.
I meant hard point wise.
Hard points you have are 2, and the nitrous booster costs 1.
Okay, so we can put in 1 more mod.
How much would the handling and system strain, you know, ones cost before like any sort of like possible haranguing? Like, what's the listed price given this close proximity to the race?
The buffer is 750 credits. The maneuvering thrusters are 500 times silhouette. The cloud car silhouette too.
Okay, so 1,000.
And there is one that is a little less than legal, but hey, you
I'm
can,
okay with less than legal.
you can upgrade your firepower. Get bigger guns.
Actually, I do have a question.
What?
Do we start the race, in the 3, 2, 1, go moment
Yes.
on a solid platform? Or do we start it midair?
Is it a rolling start or a not rolling start?